Hello, this is Deanna, and I am a doTERRA Blue Diamond. I'm here with our oil a day. This is a short daily video we do on weekdays just to talk about a different essential oil every day. And today we're going to talk about Birch essential oil from doTERRA. I debated whether or not to include this one in my daily oil because it is not an oil that is available for purchase. And so you might be wondering, well, then why would you tease us by talking about it and then we can't get it? Because you can get it. How you can get it is you can go to doTERRA's annual convention in Salt Lake City. It's every September, and it is an absolutely amazing experience because you will learn so much about essential oils, and you will just learn so much about the heart that this company has for people all over the world. And I think it will just really change your life. And so I'm hoping that you'll go and purchase the convention kit because that is where we can get Birch. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about this oil today. The first thing you'll notice about this is that it does have a child safety lock on it. And that is because it contains an ingredient that is like a blood thinning ingredient. And so we just don't want somebody to just casually pick this up and just like chug down the whole bottle of Birch. Okay, but it is perfectly safe to use occasionally for things like discomfort and in the bones, muscles, and other tissue. That is the main purpose why people use Birch, is basically for pain. And it is a lot of times confused with wintergreen. They're very similar, but they do have some differences and they do smell kind of similar. So if you don't have Birch, you can use wintergreen for a lot of the same things that you would use the Birch for. So don't be discouraged if you have to wait all the way till September to get your hands on some of this, okay? So it has sort of like this minty smell that you might remember when you smell it is similar to root beer. And for that reason, I like to actually put a couple drops in my diffuser, and then I add a little bit of Citrus Bliss essential oil blend, and it really does smell like a root beer float, and it just makes me happy. So I do that sometimes when I just need to pick up my mood a little bit. Recently, I had some oral surgery done over here, and this oil was a real lifesaver for me. I would just kind of put a little bit on my fingertip and then go along the jaw where the discomfort was. And another way you can use this, now doTERRA does not recommend this oil for internal use. However, I occasionally will use it sparingly internally. And how I do that is I get a vegetable capsule, and I'll put maybe 1 or 2 drops in there during times when I'm having some intense pain. So like after my tooth surgery, or if I just have a headache that I can't shake, or something of that nature. Otherwise, a lot of times I will just use this topically, and that's mostly what I do, and then I do use it aromatically as I just described. So a lot of people will use this to help build up and tone the muscles, and to help with repairs when they have had an injury. So I have had a couple of broken toes since I've been using essential oils, and this oil has been absolutely crucial in my body repairing itself from those breaks. So I actually used helichrysum and Birch were my 2 main oils, and then I learned 2 other products was the women's bone nutrient. It has a lot of amazing ingredients, not just for the bones, but for the soft tissue, which a lot of times get damaged when you have a break. And then the other product I learned that is really helpful is Immortelle, which we'll talk about another day, but it has a lot of oils in it that are great for repairing tissue as well. So that was sort of my little regimen for that. There are a lot of emotional support benefits to this oil. This is called the oil of support, and it a lot of times can help you if you're feeling like you're attacked, if you're just feeling like you don't have the support of your family and friends, especially if you have chosen to kind of go a different way. So maybe like you were the first person in your family to kind of go into natural health instead of just using everything conventional, or maybe you're the first person among your peer group that decided to, vote third party instead of Republican or Democrat, or just those are just some examples that you're just kind of going against the grain of your peer group or your family. especially like generational things. So maybe in your family, everyone always goes to college and becomes a professional, and you decided to skip college and become an entrepreneur. And so that's just something that's like in your family pattern, and you're breaking away from that. And this helps you to feel supported when you kind of don't have that support. It also kind of gives you a spirit of endurance, and it helps you like when you make a decision to kind of keep going. I was thinking about it this morning as I was running on my treadmill. I'm training for a 5K, which is something I've never done in my life. I've never been a runner. I'm going to be 40 very soon, and so this is all new for my body, and it's all new for me mentally. And halfway through, I was just like, how am I going to do this? And so that would be a great time to use an oil like Birch to kind of just remind you of your goals, and that you can push through and you can do hard things, even in the face of adversity. And in this particular situation, the adversity was everything was hurting. It's a good thing that Birch is also great for pain, because it can help me emotionally and physically. So those are just a few of the reasons why I enjoy this oil, and I hope that you'll join us at convention in September so that you can get your hands on some of this too. If you have any questions or comments, please share them below, and even if you're not watching live, and I will do my best to try to answer you, please share the video so that other people can learn about the power of this oil. And if you're in the Knoxville, Tennessee area, you can come see me in person tonight at 7 o'clock. If you'd like the information on the location, you can go to remind.com/join/Knox, KNOX oils, OILS. Again, it's remind.com/join/Knox oils. And this particular event is open to folks that are part of my oil shares team, or if you're not currently part of any team and you're just wanting to learn about essential oils, you're welcome to come as my guest. I'll see you back here tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I believe we're going to be talking about black pepper tomorrow. So I will see you there. Have a great day.